Fuck me, that's a cold grape. That's a great start. Right. Hello.
If you go for it's a grape start.
Ooh.
So we killed you last session. No, I'm just joking. Basically just stayed alive. Just by the nick of his teeth. But this time I'm gonna make sure I fully kill him.
Okay, great.
Just for that joke. Just for that joke, he's gonna die.
Oh, you're gonna make me choke on a grape. That'd be great.
Ooh.
Actually, that would be great.
Okay, so
Equally
as
as
you
fun,
can,
basically.
of course, you guys can't see, but the recording, we don't have Miss Jazmin here today because she's gone to the Wimbledon Open like a goober. Should have come and just played D&D instead. Riley is here, just using a pretty cool VTuber. I think
I could swap off.
I mean, I think it's sick, man. It like lights up when you talk and stuff. Whoa! Fucking transition and all. That was sick. Wait, do that again. Whoa! You
He's
can
a
keep it on
fan.
or keep it off, whatever you prefer. I'm not fussed. He's back in his man cave again. The darkness surrounding him. Right.
I gotta get immersed.
My lovely people. I'm going to pop a screen share on Discord like I do normally. Just to get the music rolling. And we will start how we did last time. Now, it's been a week since we've played. Is it Sunday yet? Well, yes, it is Sunday. And we normally do warm-up questions. However, this time, for the first time in Raofold history, we're going to do a recap. Now, of course, we start with warm-up questions first. Now, I'm going to pick a question because I don't have a number amount here, but I'm going to pick a question and we'll ask it. We'll see how it is, and then questions as we normally do. Then hop straight into the recap. Whoever does it gets one heroic inspiration, and then we'll go straight into that session. Starting with, we'll start with Sylvian. I swear, whenever we're recording, we always start on the right of the recording and never the left. But start from the left, go towards the right. In Sylvian's opinion, what quality should every adventurer have?
I don't think there's one quality to define an adventurer. Adventurers can be many things. Lonely people seeking for themselves. People seeking riches, fame. We're all different. But in our core, maybe a bit of the same. Maybe I would say trust of oneself and one's own ability. Maybe not the most common, but definitely the most essential.
I like that. Any questions for Sylvian? No? Of course. Moving on to my primordial ranger, Chalisa. See, I'm remembering.
Question again?
I'm remembering names this time. I'm getting names. I'm learning. No, the question is, in your character's opinion, or in Chalisa's opinion, what quality should every adventurer have?
See, I think that's pretty hard to define, but for me personally, I think it would be having a goal and the will to set your life to meeting that goal.
With the mic quality as well, that was good.
Crisp.
Crisp. Where does that goal finish? In terms of if you meet your goal, what would Chalisa think to do afterwards? Is there like a secondary motive, or?
I mean, a goal could be anything, I think. So whenever you're done with one, you can just set another goal. Maybe it's just to survive another day. Maybe it's to take out someone that you've met along the line. Maybe it's going your own way and finding something new.
Any questions? No.
What do you mean by taking out someone?
Hmm?
What do you mean by taking out someone?
Take them
Just
to dinner,
taking out
mate.
someone. I'll just take them out. Never said how.
I mean,
Yep.
the cool thing that these guys haven't seen, show them your sheet.
Oh, like this one?
No, not that one.
No. Which sheet?
The
Your
one with
kill
the names
list.
on it. Your
Oh,
kill
my
list.
kill list. Yeah. It has 2 names on it right now.
What are the names? I know one of them's Esme Black, but what's the second one?
So I was reading up on the back one, and it's kind of a question mark, but it's based on whispers, etc. But a certain Natalia Cochet?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe.
Cochet?
Could you might know. I don't know. People that haven't read too much into it might not know, but those who know, they know.
The
So that's on
Grey
there.
Man of the Ebon Syndicate.
Exactly.
Look at me knowing my lore.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, you've got, all I'm going to say is you've got some fun for the session today.
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Moving on. Kdsln. Yeah. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. We all do.
What's a quality that every adventurer should have according to Big K? Mr. Camel.
K. Special K. They should. I think that you should have some good old common sense to get yourself out of your situation and go home and take a nap.
What type of common sense? Like, don't kill yourself, or certain things of like, don't go deeper than you should.
Or like maybe go home and have a sandwich. Like, why are you fighting dragons? I mean, come on, just chill.
So basically, don't go out on an adventure in the beginning.
Yeah, don't get yourself killed, you know?
I feel like this is kind of ironic coming from you.
Given how we left off last session.
Yeah, don't get yourself killed,
No,
guys. Come on.
The thing is, I'm special. I'm him. I got that dog in me. I can do this shit. The common man can't. So just go home and take a nap, you know?
Oh, leave the stuff for the big boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
I'm
Big K can
getting it
handle it.
now. Where's the line drawn of something like go home and make a sandwich, or like leave this to the big boys? Like, am I allowed to leave my house?
Well, yeah, I mean, just maybe don't do shit that will routinely make yourself found fighting trolls. Or like, I'm neck deep in a mimic. Like, why are you neck deep in a mimic? Just chill, you know?
Hey man, mimics can be any item they want. They can even be an entire house. So it gets a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Moving on to Elowen. Oh, that's
Solid
a
answer,
crazy
thank you.
answer, Jazmin. Oh, thank you so much. Last but not least, end to the over. What are we saying?
Let me turn my noise suppression off so it actually takes up my voice. I believe people need to set goals for themselves and actually know what they are worth compared to set goals. If they know that they're not capable of doing so, then they should be changing to really know what they're fighting for too. And a good goal, no matter what the situation, is a good determination.
Two of you are the same.
I wrote mine down.
I like that. Right. In terms of a recap, who would like to do so? We don't have Owen here, so I don't have my normal like, me, let me do my recap, please. So I feel like I'm just going to pick. Oh, fuck it. The man, myth, the legend, I'm him. You're going to do this.
Yeah. Okay, so we started off with the execution of Esme Black. Not really. We started off with Jazmin capturing her. I don't remember her name. Rhymecrest. She like gets a freebie and just cuffs him and brings him on. You hang out with like her other character, or Brigida, and some other stuff, some other people. Uncle Thaddeus.
Yep.
Yeah. Yabba yabba, move to the trial or execution. Chalisa is like getting it down, setting up on a rooftop. Then it's like SM's time to just like, and he kind of does. Soul doesn't leave his body or like doesn't pass over, so that's mysterious. Something we gotta figure out. Then there is a standoff between Miss Rhymecrest and the Chalisa. And Chalisa just runs off. Which is like fair, but you know, she gets caught eventually, so it's like maybe go home and take a nap, you know. But she gets captured, go over to a ball, where I mysteriously show up, almost die. And then there's Bast there. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole session in like 30 seconds, right?
I like that. Take your own inspiration, buddy.
Let's go. I'm gonna need it.
You will.
I'm gonna need it greatly.
You
Revoked.
can use it for death saves.
That's true. That's true.
Oof. Now, my lovely lore readers, I have a question for you. Because I've been putting this image up throughout the first part of the first session, and now the whole part of the second session intro. Do we know who that woman is? Go home and take a nap!
You belong in the kitchen. No.
Whoa!
That's how I read that comment about go home, make a sandwich when he said it about Chalisa. Just saying.
You got some sexism going on there, bro.
You said it was a political campaign.
Jesus Christ. No, but do any of us know who that woman is?
That's the word.
I guess you'll find out today then, eh? I'm surprised Kat
Would
doesn't
it
know.
be a certain Natalia? No.
No.
Yeah, I was.
No.
Yeah, we didn't.
That was the one guess I had.
Surprised you don't know. I could give such a spoiler to who that woman is, but do I? All I'm gonna say is she's in Crooked Moon as well.
Is it a certain red-haired person?
No,
No, okay.
it's not
Have
Sister
I even
Rin.
met them?
How about who?
Have I actually met this person in my...
No.
Uh,
No.
Okay.
None of you would
Did
have
you
met
meet
her.
this person a long time ago in the Crooked Moon, or
You've never met this person in Crooked Moon, safe to say, but you've seen her face hundreds of times.
Is it the Crooked Man?
Is it the Crooked Man? Is it the Crooked Man?
You know, Crooked Moon changes people.
Jazmin would know,
Yeah.
but we'll just
This is
leave
the
it at
progressive campaign.
could it be the Green Queen?
that. It is.
Oh, the Green Queen.
Kdsln herself. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Well, we left last session with a certain individual. My rapier man, my fencing prodigy, bleeding out onto the floor. Chalisa adjourned by his side, only finally in the moments of recognition realizing who this man to her side is, bloodied and bruised. We make ourselves, and we make our journey into forwarding a more unified start to session 2. Chalisa, my fencing man himself, I'm changing the map, forgive me. If you would scroll up to the top.
Oh, okay.
We find ourselves in this disgustingly old. The smells of this place kind of choking. Almost like you've opened an old book, the wetness of the area. You can smell it, it's humid. The lights in this place dim, and the only light source coming out is from a lantern on top of this wooden table. Relaxed, eyes somewhat closed, one scarred on her face. The black and white hair that split once again, these robes of a blackened colour by her side, these dangling earrings of a gold that you can see reflecting off the light frames. You wake, both of you, unchained in an undisclosed location. Pool drip basked in her ways, relaxed, both feet up onto this table. The rest of the area completely pitch black. Among the cells is a weird essence to it. I say, Chalisa, the upbringing that you had, the executioner way, you would know that holding cells normally have a sense of being used before. This is old in its way, but untouched. The wood is still perfectly intact. It's not been kind of roughed in by people's bodies. There's no other evidence of anyone being in this cell before. You know that Umont is a place of neutral. It's a place of equal chance. The people in the anatoriums and speaking houses, the amphitheaters, all have an equal chance of a commoner to noble to speak underneath the Elderwood. This is a place of rehabilitation, a place of chance. A jail cell is not something commonly used. That is to your knowledge. But is what not to your knowledge? What you can't put together is who that is in front of you and why they have ransacked your friend. With this waking motion, curled up in a position, bleeding, bruised, ribs broken, the life essence out of him, lays a friend from childhood, barely managing to put himself together, and for the first time in a while, being able to properly interact with him. How is Chalisa feeling in this situation?
Devastated, I would say. It's like, basically like if her uncle-ish, young uncle, would have been just beaten up one of the last pieces of her family.
What do you do?
I'm gonna reach out to him and try to cast a Cure Wounds to see what happens, because he looks pretty bad. So I'm just gonna shift silently closer to try and not gain the attraction or such from the pool drip last person,
Be my guest.
right? Wow. So you heal for 15.
Putting your hands on his body, you see the rejuvenation come back to him. The slow way of these blood cells recirculating, his oxygen going back into his blood. The thing is, in terms of strength, he has not gained any. In terms of living, he's still down. This Cure Wounds that you have put on him has helped with the bruising and the battering that he had endured. But in terms of the curse, it doesn't take effect. The darkness of this room flickers as the lantern gets picked up. You see the movement of it flicker around the wall, these old stones telling stories in their way, the druidic nature of craft and making. The older they get, the more you look at them. As this lantern comes closer, comes to the wall, and putting it up, you see and recognize this familiar face, the one that had hurt him so badly. Looking upon you, close to him, she goes, "That won't help him.
What did you do to him?
You can try, and you can try. Me and him have our own personal bond. I have his blood. The more you use this primal magic of yours, be my guest, it won't work. The only way out is for him to reconcile and me to take it off."
Can I run up to the the things and try to like grab her through the
Absolutely,
like,
you can. Make me a grapple
Wanna do
check.
that?
That's just going to be a strength check. You very
Okay,
much.
I'm not very strong, so that's gonna be great. You said it. Hold on, strength. Yeah. I can't even see what I roll. Okay, a
That's
9.
On a 9, as you kind of go towards the front in the darkness, the lantern, you grab the frontwards part, the kind of upper garments of her sorcerer cloak, getting a tight grip on it and moving her closer towards the bars. What'd you say?
Help him. I know that here in Newmont we all get a chance to at least say something. He can't even speak if he's unconscious. You can't leave him like this. I'm like, you know.
He left us. All I'm doing is returning the favor of the Radiant Hand. He may
So
travel.
how long are we gonna be here?
She kind of giggles a little bit before flicking your hand off her and putting the lantern back on the table, turning the flame on a little bit more, enchanting it with this more flame magic, and it lights up the room a bit more, seeing the cracks in the stone on the bottom, multiple door frames and everything around. No matter where he goes, I will have the connection to him. I have his blood. You'd be best not to forget that. How long will you be here for? Well, that's up to my discretion. Hearing this talking, I would say with a final kind of cough, this cure wounds kicks into effect, and Kdsln, Vistim, slowly wakes up.
Fuck! You're jangling of manacles, like, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna run down. Kdsln, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine. Bast! Bast, let me out of here, please.
Why should I do that?
Well, you've always been a peach. Just come in here and get these off, please.
Maybe. Maybe not. With time, I'll make my decision. As she walks back over to the table, relinquishes the flame in the lantern, and only the tiniest flicker lights up this room now. Holy shit, that's some big typing.
She's hacking the mainframe.
She's hacking into the mainframe. As she sits back in this chair and kind of gets back into her area. Why did you leave Esamir? What put you forward to make that decision? What right did you have leaving us?
How about you get these off and we can have a talk? Maybe a cup of tea? No? Maybe a drink.
With a kind of like a snap of the fingers, the enchantments around your hands just break. The rope that's been tied so tightly only onto you relinquishes. The feeling of a suffocating force around your wrist is soft to the touch. The residue of where this burn from the rope has pulled back and forward is left on your wrists, and she goes, "No accommodates. We will talk, and that is it." Tell me, why did you leave?
Does she just disappear in game 2? Or
Yes, there it is.
She just walked away.
Why did you leave?
Tell
Elowen?
me.
well, what was I? Lesmie's a tyrant. Didn't get any better. Didn't do what he promised. Just a right old cunt. Can I ask you, Bast? Why did you join?
That is a story that would go on for a very long time.
Well, remember what Esme used to say, 20 words or less. You can do it.
Like a big inhale and a slow exhale, you see kind of the frost come out from her breath. No.
Right, well, how about this? I show you mine and you show me yours. So I joined because the nobility are evil. I mean, just look outside. And they all deserve to die. Well, I mean, most of them, at least. And Esme gave me a good way to do that. He gave me a sharp rapier and some good tutoring, and then he put me to work, and it went pretty well, I'd say. Until it showed up that he's just another one of them. I reckon I felt in that moment just as you do now. You see an old friend that has betrayed everything you stand for, and you're mad, you're upset. I felt just the same way.
He may have done that, so he may have stolen the chalice, put it somewhere, sent the whole world into a turmoil. However, unlike any other nobles, he did put in the effort. Sure, he may have had a bad side
Did he though?
towards the end.
The chalice, did he steal it? No, you and I stole it. And then we just gave it to him, silver plate, for him to do whatever he wanted to with it. Did he actually put any work in himself?
He was there for you. He gave you a teacher. He gave you a roof over your head. He gave you
He was
right
there for
hand.
himself. He wasn't there for me, Bast. He was there for me, for himself. He would have been there for any other man, any other child who had just the same potential. I was just conveniently there. He didn't do it for him, for me. He didn't give me a tutoring. He gave himself a tool to use. He's a selfish man. He didn't do anything for others, only for himself.
Let
Chalisa
me-
is
I
like
tried-
slightly nodding along.
Yes, yes, Mary, yes. Just so. Yes, yes, yes.
Good point.
Like,
Yeah.
felt that. I felt that.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Great point.
He may have done those things. Yes, you may have been a selfish man. Equally, yes. However, he unified us. The nobility, yes, are damaged, yes, they are corrupt. However, he gave us a reason to fight. None like the other rebellions. Tell me, when has it been a time like this, in all of the years that you've been alive, that they have changed, that something has happened? Never.
But who made that change? Who made that change possible? Did Esme do it or did we do it? All of us who put in the work, the effort, the blood, the sweat. Is it us who made that possible? Is it us who drove that change? Was it Esamir? And in any way, like, what does it matter now? He's dead. Shouldn't we be standing together firmly and working for that change that Esamir worked so hard for? Even if it... Let's forget Esamir. Let's just work for what we dreamed of. The dream that we bled for. It's not too late for it.
You plan to leave. I plan to stay. I'm going to continue his legacy. With or without you. Remind yourself who has your blood and see where your moral compass lands you then. With that, she takes the lantern, flickers on a little bit more of a flame so the majority of the room is lit apart from parts of the jail cell. Tucks the chair in and with a slow step makes her way up the stairs, leaving.
Past, just remember what that dream was. That it's still our dream, not just yours.
No response. In the room, first time seeing each other in a waking moment. No exterior thing stopping you from talking. How are you feeling in this moment, Kdsln?
I feel very proud that she's here. That in some way she's still with me. But at the same time, I'm just heartbroken that she's here and that she didn't make it out.
How are you holding up?
Just get me a drink and I'll be fine, I think. But for now, I think I just need to sit down. And all that remains of Kdsln is just a bony mess. And this barely contained sack of bones. It just like sits down in a corner and just sighs.
Chalisa, can you make me a perception check?
Who?
You.
Oh, yes. A dirty 20.
As he sits down in the corner, near this bench, this frail shape of a man that you know, whilst he scans the room, sacks and benches and leftover cuffs from where you were wearing yours, he sees a normal jail cell. Now what he doesn't see is what you spot. Underneath one of the benches, to the left side, air coming out of it is a way down. Leading down, don't know where, but away.
All right. So I will like bend down, I guess, and look for the floor, kind of like looking for that, feeling the fresh air with my hand. It's like, I think we can get out of here. Is it sized enough for us to like squeeze through, or like how big is the opening?
Moving your hand down and feeling it, a grate on the floor. With some force, you would be able to rip it out off the floor.
gonna try to do that. Or I'm gonna ask Kdsln first. Do you want to get out of here?
That'll be yesterday. You have a plan?
I mean, I know one way out here, probably, but I don't really know what's on the other side of that.
And this?
But I don't
No?
like sitting alone in here, waiting for that bast person to come back.
At that point. Let me help you out. I move over to execute the bed and see if I can help her pry the bed open.
One of you give me a strength check. This will be for the both of you, so we're going to roll it twice. It's going to be a group strength check.
I'm not very strong. Are you that strong? Okay.
That is
Let's
a
roll.
-1. I've never seen a roll that low in my life. Oh my god.
He's
Fucking
not
hell.
helping. I think he cut his finger off in the grate, probably, or something.
-1, he can't even lift the bench out of the way, mate. Can't even lift himself off the floor, and he was calling him in the warm-up.
Yeah, I am him. I am him.
Him that's the weak him.
Oh, the bird.
But week starts with a W.
Just shut up. Okay. Both of you, describe to me how you move this bench and rip the grate out from the floor.
I try to get up. I can't. I fall. I try to push myself off my arm, and my arm just collapses under me.
Okay, you
I
sit
look
down.
at Chalisa, and see if you can find some leverage. Maybe there's a lever or something around. I don't know.
Yeah, sit
I'm not
down.
feeling very, very well at the moment.
You look pretty shit, I'm not gonna lie. So,
Yeah.
I just pat him a little bit on the shoulders, like, I got this, old man. I got
You
this.
hear a very worrying creak when you do.
I just nudge you with, my finger like this. Boop.
Yeah.
Instead.
Thank you, Chalisa. Thank you.
Is there any plank or something that I can use to, kind of get into one of the grates and then try to, lever it open?
On an 8, you would just be able to rip it out. The things it's attached to, the old stone, this place is not used. This place would crumble with the slightest touch.
Does that go for the, getting into the big room as well, or?
That one
Like the
may be
door.
more tricky.
Okay.
That one's made out of iron bars.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, but then I'm just gonna how wide is the grate hole thing?
Wide enough to fit you.
Okay, because then I'm gonna just put one foot at each side of it, and then take my hands and then pull out, basically.
As you reach down, using your legs to pull this grate out, and with a clattering sound, it hits onto the floor. And the first way of freedom since you've come to Umon, since your first interaction with the Rhymecrest guards, first experience of a house trees. It's right in front of you, for your hands to take, for your fingers to grasp.
Do I see anything out, or is it just dark?
It is just darkness in there. That is a tunnel.
Okay. I mean, do you think you could get through the tunnel, or are you gonna stay here? I don't want to leave you.
But it's worth trying. I don't really want to sit here all day. Do you have a rope? Or the tunnel is going down, or is it?
It
Like,
is
is it
slightly
slightly?
down, and then it just goes forward. You would have to duck. It is not a comfortable height. It is. You would have to somewhat crouch walk in there.
Yep.
On a 1 strength, it's going to be very difficult for him.
How much does he weigh now, being like all frail and stuff?
How much did he weigh beforehand?
Maybe 180 pounds.
I don't know pounds, so I can't tell you.
Okay, like maybe 70 kilos, 80 kilos.
I would say he's lost majority of his weight. Like, he is...
Yeah.
If he was on the borderline edge of dying, he would have lost at least 40 kilos.
Okay. Then I could probably easily carry you. I used to carry my brothers and sisters all the time when I was younger. So like you could probably jump up on my back and then I just walk very like crooked anyways.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
And now we can get a
Huzzah!
move on. Wait. Before we go, and I just take some of the sacks or something and I just put them in the corner, like it looks like we're like sleeping or something in the corner. So when they first watch, they might not necessarily notice us being gone.
Okay. Can you
I can't
give
believe that
me
we're actually pulling a Count of Monte Cristo.
A what?
We're actually pulling a Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Can you give me a performance check?
Okay.
We'll see how good you can make it. Ooh.
I think
That's,
that's pretty good.
That's a good representation. As you pad these sacks and leftover debris to make it look like you're sleeping, by first glance it would look somewhat decent. But closer inspection would be putting a light to it, pretty obvious. Carrying Kdsln, are we going down?
Yes.
Finally making our way into this tunnel. It's dark. The treacherous rocks are sharp as they cut and bruise their way around your skin, brute forcing their way like they're trying to suffocate you, making their ways known that this was dug by someone who wanted to leave, or this was dug by someone wanting to get in. Making your way down this, moving your hands across the sides to be able to see a slight glimpse of light appears, making its way further upwards. However, that splits off to the left. Further forward, the tunnel equally carries on, a more of a dark sensation, a more cold feeling. One way shows brightness and light, and the other shows a darker way. One may bring you to the surface, one may lead you deeper. Whichever is safer is up to Chalisa.
What do you feel? Light or dark? Left or right? Any opinions?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Hmm?
I win, we go right. You win, we go left.
Sure.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No? Rock, paper, scissors.
I had the skis on.
Okay, good, we go. Go left, just go left.
Okay. We go left.
Going up left, we make our way upwards on a slight incline, going further and further until you reach a little hatch door with the sounds of people around. With that, we cut away from Kdsln and Chalisa. How are we feeling, Riley?
Good.
We left last session, we did some talking, we did some retconning and things like that. We had a little bit of a talking to, per se. And we left last session with you and a certain Sylvian having a little bit of conversation at the execution parlor. Didn't we indeed? Cutting back to this, the crowd falling silent amidst this execution. The sound of horse and cart behind you, followed by the squawking of pigeons and animals alike, breaking the thin air of a silence around this place. Many people heading off into their respective areas, more going down to more the hollow state of Umon, some more towards the militarized zones of the Umon, of the Umantle Guard. However, the one that matters, the one that strikes out more to you, this horse and cart pulling up of a noble design. The horses on the front wearing this grand armor, this blue and white textures to it with bits of gold shining, recognizing the designs on it, a sun blared on the sides of an emblem. The horses with people and guards on the top. The gate opens and standing next to each other, Sylvian and Nova. This would be a design that both of you would recognize. One for a reason of nobility, being a servant to a high-up individual, and the other one for residing with a Kdsln mock. This is the carriage of the Bright Singers. Stepping from behind, coming off this main stage, a relaxed voice and a slow, gentle tone comes behind you. One that you would recognize. No face to it, but just the sound of the voice kind of strikes some resemblance of how you have to act, how you have to behave around this individual, and you hear a, well, that was quite something. Hello, Ducky. As a hand comes onto your shoulder, and this is the feeling of armor, the feeling of a shiver down your spine, and a gentle one to it, not like it's going to hurt you, but something that makes you stand up in pride in your way. And slowly moving around, the carriage doors opening, the man at the top making his way, and more relaxed, the man at the top having blue tattoos that go all over his skin and this long, wavy brown hair and eyes with his almost ruggedy white skin. Tattoos that look like the sun, some blue essence all around it. I'd say he's a tall man as he steps off it and finally lands onto the floor of the surrounding state. The amphitheater being, I'd say, about a 2-minute walk to the left. Some speeches already breaking the silence, as well as the pigeons and birds that carry themselves all around the air. And it's quite a tall man. I'd say around 6'3", human male, and quite a taut man in his way, a round, almost typical face, nothing fancy, and he gets out this pipe immediately, and with this kind of moving of his hands, this blue light emanates from the top and immediately ignites the bottom of his pipe as he puts it in his mouth, and he moves. You would know this person as a Cassius Cromwell. Nova. This is the personal cart or horse caterer. This is the animal man of personal high importance for Ramya Solari. Hello, ma'am. I've been told we need to take you to House Trees. She kind of looks upon him and, well, Nova, why did you not inform me of this instance?
Which instance do you mean?
Well, I've been told that we need to go to a House Trees. I do not have my outfit on for a important call. It was cold outside and ducky. I've wanted to wear my armor for such an important event.
I wasn't aware of any situation. I'm extremely sorry.
Be aware for next time.
I will.
Cassius Cromwell goes, well, Mom, everything is to your liking inside. We will bring you to House Trees. It will not be long. We just need to go over the Bridge of Umon, and I understand that will take its time. Nova. He kind of takes his pipe out. And you see kind of the smoke go up with this blue light, and he gestures to Ramya that she can go inside, opening the door. Apologize, Mom. I know it's not often that you travel in carts, but it was the best I could do for the time frame. She goes, that's all right. She kind of steps in, turning around with one final gaze. I assume you can make your own way there?
Yes, of course.
Good.
Is there any particular method you'd prefer me to use?
As quick as you can. As she gestures to a man stood in his stature behind. Melek Daimon is looking and surveying the instance, I'd say about 20 steps behind, and she gives him a nod, and he equally gets it in return before turning around in his heat, almost like he's turned to starboard, using pirate terms in on land. That's kind of how he gestures himself, and with a quick turn he immediately starts walking off, and noticing this royal carriage and its design, the embroidery of the bright singers, and everything looks fantastic. The nobility of it, it gleams in this kind of sun that we have in this general area. She goes, don't be too long. I'll meet you there. You better be quick, before she shuts the door, closing the curtain inside and bangs on the ceiling in front of her. And Cassius Cromwell kind of immediately hops on. Yes, ma'am. The light will guide us there. Not too long. We'll be there shortly. And kind of these horses immediately start moving off towards the house trees. Now, Sylvian, in your way, coming from, I wouldn't say nobility, but more of a introverted life in the library that you reside, often it's rare that you would see a noble like this kind of casually interact with someone so freely. In front of you, an event like that has just happened, not knowing who this person is in front of you. Almost suddenly talk to a house leader like that. What is going through your mind right now?
It's unusual. People usually remain within their stations in life. Something is definitely happening here, and I don't know what. I kind of want to find out more.
What do you do?
Are the Bright Stingers still there, or
They have
is the carriage
just
moving away?
left.
I've just left. Then I'm going to, in the same manner as last time, without actually introducing myself, without doing the polite, normal thing, just go up to Nova and ask, what was all that about?
Oh, hello again. That isn't much of my business, unfortunately. But I must ask you. I don't know how much knowledge you have, and I'm sorry for asking questions. But do you know any way of getting to the main place everyone else is heading?
You talking about House Drees?
Yes.
Is there a simple path there? How far away is it?
It is at least a 15-minute walk. Following the general direction of the horse and cart would give you an idea of the estimate of where it could be, but in terms of actually being able to see it from here or directions towards it, a manor like this in Umont doesn't have a simple signpost that would go to it. The people that reside within Umont would know, but in terms of getting there, people would just assume that you know the way.
Not being from Umont, do I actually know the way?
You do not.
I don't think. Not so sure. No. I don't know where it is or how to get there. I could.
That's okay. I'll just follow the cart tracks if I'm not too slow enough.
I'm sorry, one more time?
I will quickly follow the cart tracks. I can just try and find my way there myself.
I could help you if you'd like. I can look from above.
Above?
Slowly raising one wing.
Oh, right. She kind of like looks at her own wings behind her. Mine are smaller, and more for sure. Yeah, I appreciate the help a lot. What do I owe you?
Nothing. I'm mostly interested.
In what?
Everything.
I don't quite know what that means, but I appreciate the help.
Now, shall we get going? The carriage is just getting further away.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And she starts heading towards the car that she sees in the distance.
As Nova steps forth, Sylvian landing back on the ground, I commented on the fact of the noise of the birds. The fact that pigeons are so common in Umon. They deliver things to people. Notes, packages, many things. They normally go to the rookery that's within town, but this time one flutters and perches on a fence nearby on the walk. Making your way, spotting this little pigeon with a note tied in a red ribbon around its leg, scrolled into a little way that it would be able to carry. It specifically looks at you, deadpan in the eyes, and being one of a bird kind yourself, I think you would understand the body language that it was trying to get your attention. What would you like to do?
I would like to, purely out of habit, cast Speak with Animals.
As you cast Speak with Animals, Letter!
Yes. From whom, exactly?
Man! Letter!
Idiotic bird. I grab the letter or scroll guessing tied to his leg.
Yeah, I would say immediately with this red stamp on the back that you would recognize. Flipping it over on the front reads Sylvian. In this more elongated handwriting that's fancy and it loops in its way, and I would say based off the handwriting you would already recognize who this is. Opening the letter. Dear friend, in amidst my dreams, I regret to, and then it breaks off for a little bit. Some words are crossed out from this person rewriting their ways, and I thought I would. No. And then it finally settles on one. I write to you, my friend. I found it. I was not looking for it, I was not searching, but amidst my dreams I landed on it. You've been there, you know what's going on. Sylvian, I'm losing myself. The historical nature, the ways I like to keep up with the paths. I'm forgetting. I was there one night. I don't need to say the name, you already know where I was. They spoke to me. It's been days, it's been months, I'm forgetting family members, I'm losing track of the days. They'll be in Umon well, that man's execution. Whether this finds you before or after, I will be there. I will wait for you. Please, help me. I will be the Bloodvine Tavern. No matter the day, no matter the hour. I'm losing myself. I really am. With a signature at the bottom. Thomas.
Holy sh... Reacting to the news the same way I currently am, without actually being able to gather his thoughts for a long time. Panic on the verge of setting in. Knowing, craving, going to the Bloodvine Tavern, regretting his promise of helping Nova in this situation. He picks himself back up, deciding to go there the second Nova reaches house stairs.
I would say, Nova, you realize the stepping behind you is suddenly halted. Turning around, no longer hearing the stepping behind you. Holding this note from this bird in front of him. You know what pigeons are used for. You know that many places have rookeries, and the fact that one has delivered it in person means a great deal. How would you react in the situation?
As she turns around, she just notice him holding the paper. She'd slowly and politely come back over. Just, are you alright?
No. Well, I am alright, but can we get going? I have
Of course. I was
somewhere I need to be.
And she kind of quickly turns back around and wobbles off, hoping that he doesn't say anything else, honestly.
He doesn't.
I would say, I would love to say if my PC wasn't crashing. There we go. Fixed it. Would say about 15 minutes pass, walking all the way through Umon, following this carriage, not really spending time to investigate other things, not to look at the scenery, not to look at the other districts or states within Umon, not admiring the beauty of this place, but straight head down, moving towards House Streets. Towards the front. This massive gate lays in front. Many carts and everything alike stand in front of you. There's quite a large queue. to get in. But in front, 2 guards stand strong in their steed, wearing, I would say, not a badge that really either of you would recognize. In the front, this man that we know as Kdsln stands, lance in hand, guarding this main gate with tower, stopping everyone, halting them from getting in and talking to them, asking if they have business here, if what's the reason they would like to visit House Dries, put up to a task by House Dries themselves. This vassal house is the job of protecting right now. They have a guard house here, but this is not their main place of residement, and making the way up on foot, both of you, I would say you stand out almost instantly, and one of them comes up towards you. The smaller orc, compared to other people in their way, this tusk's on the front of her, and out of table we would know this as Brigida, but in game you would not know this is her. As this orc walks up to you with a quarterstaff, completely adorned from head to toe within the Umantle Guard outfit, shield in hand, quarterstaff in another, scaring, intimidating looking, she kind of goes, "Hold. What are you planning on doing here?" What is Nova thinking in the situation?
She would kind of pause, trying to think through any like signs of documentation she might actually have of like proof that she works at places. She quickly gets her like spell book or like just main book out, and flipping for the pages. It's like, I'm here to meet up with some guests. I'm a servant of theirs.
Yeah? And who's that?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Wait, can you say the name of the person? Because Ramya, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramaya. Ramya.
It's not how you spelled it in DMs.
That's my bad. I probably just got home from work.
You put Ramya like 4 times.
Yeah, Ramya.
Yeah, Ramya.
Head of House Sylvaris, huh? What proof do you have that you actually are for them? Surely a servant would travel with their master.
You'd be mistaken. A servant would not have the same amount of privilege as the house head.
Like kind of a smack in the back of the head as Kdsln kind of finally walks over, some of the other ones finally being done with and knocking her to her feet a little and goes, "Fuck you doing? Say they're with Sylvaris. Let them in. You got any documentation or no?"
Would she?
I would say probably not.
Okay. She would try and flick through her book as much as she could, but then just... I don't have any on me, but you can ask her in person if it's not a big deal. She must have arrived here at least, like... She kind of looks up towards the sun.
Huh? What time?
A good few minutes ago.
Well, non-servant wouldn't know that. So, sounds good to me. What about your friend, though? He
She
coming
kind
in?
of salute, looks over. You said you had places to be, right?
Yes. I'm not staying.
Okay. I greatly thank you for your help. If there's anything else you need of me, I'll be here for the next probably few hours.
That is very kind. Now, I must be off.
Okay. Safe journey.
Why is he talk like that? I must go off. Why is he talk like that? Where's the bass in his voice?
I'm not sure.
I'm only fucking with you, mate. She's in the church. You can come in. She said you'd be on the way. She's only busting your balls. It's a little joke that we do here.
Right. She just like nods, like panicking, like kind of waltz past. She gets out like her hand mirror to make sure she's still like well kept. Patting down her hair wherever it's stuck up because of the wind.
She said she wanted you to come to the church for some reason. Fuck if I know why, but anything to keep the nobles happy, eh? He kind of slams you on the back of the shoulder. This is a tough slap. It kind of knocks you off your feet about 2 feet forward, and you hear like a kind of guttural laugh come from him as he turns and kind of shuts the gate behind you. Welcome. If I get the eraser now. Welcome to the house trees. Walking within here, many a people of a high power, of a high nobility in their way that they look, some of them elf kind that maybe you haven't seen that commonly, noble wise of an elf lineage, or some just casually talking with others, high powers of this whole world, and as they move their horse and carriage towards the coach house, this is where the majority of nobles would be. Just getting in, I would say, to your knowledge, putting 2 and 2 together, Ramya would be in the coach house before she went to the church.
And Nova would head there.
We are gonna fade away from a certain Nova. And we are gonna move towards my 2 that have just come out. Making our way, holding each other. A trapdoor lays ahead of you, having to lift it open and a little ladder underneath it. On top, some hay bales that needed to be moved to the side, but a relatively calm and silent room. No horses residing in here currently. They're yet to be moved inside. A quiet room where you can have a moment to yourself, finally being able to get out of there. The other way down there, to your knowledge if anything goes wrong in here. A way out, a potential if something gets too much, or an inkling of curiosity, one would say. And as you come out into this warm stables, this place where freedom seems possible, you could run away or investigate further. What are you two thinking in this moment?
Where the fuck am I? Oh. Am I muted?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Cat is.
Okay. It's-
Look at
Sorry.
her struggle.
Now?
There
No?
you go, we can hear you now.
Yay. Nah, same. I have no clue. Do we see any horses or anything around too?
There are none currently in the stables.
Does it smell like horse?
Very much so.
It smells like a stable. I grew
I
up
would-
on a farm. I
I
should
would
know.
say absolutely you would know that this is a stable. You wouldn't even have to think twice.
Right. Right, you wanted water, right? Is the water drinkable? I mean, if the horses can drink it, certainly we should be able to.
I'm already like head deep in one of the troughs.
Like picking apples out of it.
Yep.
Wait, I'm like holding you back from not toppling into it since you don't have enough strength to maybe hold yourself up and not like drown.
Yep.
Just like, yep.
I'm gonna like splash my face a little bit and be like, do we still have our stuff? Bow, arrow, armor, swords, gold.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Sick. I'm gonna like look at my tattered clothes and look around and see if there's some workman's clothes or something.
Make me a perception check.
I'll
Come
help him
on.
as well. Look for it.
Percept skills. Where are my skills?
I have none.
My skills. Where are my skills? I am weak. I have 3 strength because DnD Beyond won't let me have 1. Then I'm not a human anymore. Perception there. Boom.
Ooh.
Ooh.
18.
I would say, as you move around, kind of gathering your strength, Chalisa holding you, spare garments like a hat or a jacket are in this room, but nothing completely. This would not be the place to hold it. But on I believe it was a 18 perception check.
Yeah.
Seeing a door residing at the end of the stables, kind of worn more towards the handle, the way of it, the nails slightly poking out, the bolts and screws that hold it together falling. You can see a little gap within the door that potentially leads to a furnace room.
The door?
We
Stealthily?
should check it out. I'll go up to the door very quietly and try to listen to see if there's any sounds of anyone on the other side.
There is not.
Then I'll just try to like push it
The door?
open slightly. Or is it a pull? Is it a push or a pull?
It is a push.
Okay. It's like, oh no, it's locked. And then it's just like, have you tried pulling on
Have you
it?
tried pulling on it? As you push open this door, the kind of gentle warmth from the furnace in the corner, these stone slabs building on top of each other. At the bottom, this metal bar that's around it, stopping the flames from flickering out completely, and a bucket of water next to it. The hay that's scattered all across the floor with this sleeping, I'd say, makeshift bed. Loot on the side and these barrels that make up what this guy would need for food or anything like that. And this is where the stable keep would sleep. The furnace room for the heat that he needs during the night and the water to drink out of. Living like a horse. amidst this room, it's just a living quarters.
Well, Chalisa, let's not bother this poor fellow. Let's head out and see if we can find anything else.
Yeah, sure. Oh, right. Give me a minute. I probably still have like the makeup on me from when I entered the city. It's probably
Yeah.
gonna be like just green random streaks in my face. I'll just quickly wash that off
Camo!
before going out, just so I don't look as much as of a crazy person.
Putting your
Just
face
two
within the
their heads in the
water.
water.
Yeah, 2 heads in the trough at once. One for drinking and one for, like, holding each other's heads, like, diagonally. Washing the makeup off and getting less camo. Has Kdsln seen your tattoos?
No, I have a long sleeve on, so he probably
Okay.
haven't seen it.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Walking up to the stable main door, you can hear the sounds of horses moving, the chatting of people, the ambience of people being excited. You hear, well, let me help you, sir. I'll move this over here for you, Mom. Please, when you're ready, go to the hall. Other things like, we've got a ballroom just for you. Enjoy it. Live action band playing for you today. And then other things like, where can I put my coat? Just the sounds of like nobles and everyone putting their coaches down, and soon someone is going to come into this room and put horses to pens.
We should have. Yeah, we need to get out.
Where would you like to go?
Yeah, okay. We're running up. Yeah. Up to this door.
Are we listening to it? Are we opening it?
Stealthily?
Do a quick listen. Just like, so there's, unless there's like a voice right next to, and then push it up.
A quick listen is no voices right next to it.
Go ahead. Just open it and walk through.
How quickly are we walking through?
Casually. I'm supposed to be here, you know.
Yeah. It's like,
Opening it and walking through.
I don't like that you didn't take all of it out.
It's just got text on it that you don't need to see, so
Okay.
don't worry. Opening it and walking through, in front of you is a muddy track. Fresh footprints all over the floor, hay that scatters all around, horse dung that lies all around, flies kind of wasping in and out all over. This is where they walk their horses. Nothing special. But walking through it casually, we are both out in the open.
Fresh air.
Continue the charge or run back inside.
What?
You want to keep on going?
Yeah. In the
Keep on going.
mud track, or can we like go around the building on the
You
outside?
can go around it. It's a little stone path that doesn't directly go towards the mudness pit. I don't know what to call it.
Do we want to?
Actually, are we leaving or are we staying here? What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't even know where we are. We could be anywhere. But it sounded like there were nobles close by. And I don't like the situation of being like outnumbered close to the nobles right now. Especially with you not being in your full potential.
No, we won't get far without horses I can run. I have a plan. I have a plan.
Okay.
Trust me. I'm gonna walk back inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Where are we going?
There's no people here yet.
There is no
Nobody's
people
inside?
in the stables, but someone is going to come in soon as that coach house is done with.
Okay, then I'm gonna go out this way.
Okay. I'm just following.
Walking out that way. Give me a second. I just need to add a bunch of people. I forgot to do this part. Walking out, countless nobles making their way across the street, horse and cart all around. Ways that you would notice are highly important people. Just by the look, I would say, Chalisa, you would notice Ramya almost immediately. The cart, the horse, the way that their travel is adorned by the Brightsinger crest. The horse is a certain way, looking like they're meant to be there. The steed a certain strength and a certain uptightness. Elven nobles, the way they're dressed, the ways their ears point backwards, also adorned in this building, giving out things to the people. People taking and giving in this way. I would say, Nova, you had finally reached the coach house, and a certain Cassius Cromwell finally taking the pipe out of his mouth, hopping down from this wagon of utmost richness and opening the door. Hello, Mom. And she goes, well, took you long enough to open the door. Nova, my little ducky. It took you long enough to get here.
I was as fast as I could be. I hope I didn't disappoint.
No, sweetheart. You would never disappoint me. Although you have sometimes, but we would ignore those ones. Now, I would like you to meet the Drees. These are very important people, Nova, so be on your best behavior. As she kind of gives you a little tap on the back. This is my servant, Nova. Perla, as she sticks her hands out, and Perla Drees finally introduces herself and giving her a little shake on the wrist. Rindri's behind them and Mern Duskrend as she introduces them each one by one. Now, Ducky, these are the people who are housing us tonight. However, we are going to go on a little trip to the church beforehand. I need to talk to my little servant before we come to the Great Hall. Is that okay? And you see one of them, Rindri's, I will show a photo of him now, kind of stepping a little bit more forward, the long hair in his way, the pale white face adorned by this crest that is of a certain richness. Well, of course, Ramya. It's only natural the lady of the House Solari want to go and talk to the big old seer up there beforehand. Although Kdsln was always the better one. Mun kind of slaps him round the back of the head. Don't talk like that about Ramya. Ramya kind of goes, well, Ducky, make sure everything is gathered here. Me and you will just be popping to the church to quickly have a little chinwag about some interesting topics. Now, understand, Chalisa and Kdsln were moving to the right whilst that was all happening.
Yo.
Nova would absolutely notice that. In this situation, everyone can hear everything. What is Nova thinking?
Well, how are the two people who are sneaking around presenting themselves?
Please tell me.
Kdsln would just be casually sauntering over, like acting like he's a servant there.
I was about
Who
to
has
say the same thing. Like we've been
Absolutely
in the
all the
stables
business walking there.
and then just
But
like walked in.
he's just taken a random coat and a random hat, and is walking around, probably covered in blood and a tattered shirt. So, yeah.
Would Nova also remember Chalisa from the roof?
She would.
Just have the hood on, just like casually walking.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's literally us.
She wouldn't do anything immediately, but she would absolutely keep an eye on them.
I would say one of the Drees, Parla, reaches out her hand, and this is nobility being kind to a servant. This is rare, but the Dries family are known to be pacifists and quite nice people in a way. She reaches her hand out, kind of grasping yours, and goes, "Thank you for being here tonight. It means a lot to our family, but if there's anything we can do to make your stay better, please do tell us. But welcome to our home."
Nova will just like bow politely. I appreciate it.
Sorry, carry on.
I appreciate it. But you don't owe me anything.
Would say you see the general consensus of them finally finishing their stuff from their travels, and these are druids of high importance. These are the sons and daughter of Father Ardendries. These are an utmost of important person in an event like this. As they finally gather their stuff and move off towards the house. Lastly, in this area, I would say Cassius Cromwell turns towards this, sticking the pipe in his mouth and taking a big hit of this pipe, puffing it out. "I don't trust those people, Romeo. They're too nice." Right. I will go put those in the stables, and then I'll wait there for you, Romeo. You get this little servant, or whatever this fucker is, to bring you back whenever you want to leave. May the light be with you, my lady. As he grabs the horses by the leads. They're these diamond encrusted and kind of gold infused leads, and he moves them towards the stables before finally opening the door, putting them in there and staying in there with them. And I would say Chalisa and Kdsln, hearing the conversation overwards, Ramya finally turns to Nova. "Well, Ducky, we could have this conversation in the church, if you may, under the bright ways of Olsir, the ways of him being able to put us forward and be connected to him. Or we could have it here. Which would you prefer?"
If it's up to my preference, I would like to take the least amount of your time and have it here.
Okay, we can do that. Ducky, do you know why I dislike politics?
You've told me countless times. If you need to vent, you can tell me again.
We have a meeting inside the council halls in a bit with those people. The ways of Kdsln is a way I look up to. The pacifism and the ways that our gods intertwined with each other, they were, I'm sure you know this, when we have our religious kind of slowing over her words a little more, times back at home. But because every decision is made in that council hall, it doesn't directly affect those who are in there. It affects those who will never set foot inside them. That is why I dislike politics, Nova. Ducky, come here. As she kind of comes over, pulling you closer a little and tapping you on the head a little, giving you a hug, and this is something that she has never done before. A woman of this nature has never been of one to show affection in a physical manifest. Now, you've been with me since you were young. I've always admired that, and for that I will tell you the truth, and we will not be in the church for this reason, because I do not want the words of Ulcer to hear what we're going to say. Although he is ever bright and ever listening, this may fall upon me badly. Nova, when we go into that council meeting, it's okay, it's okay. They do not know where this chalice is. Their ways of finding this chalice is not going to be nice. We deserve this chalice. If we want the world to see the world that the bride singers do, the nature of this provocative and the gentleness that we will show, the pilgrimage that we will offer, and the ways that we will work with the old path and the old ways. We need to get this. Nova, we need to find something. We need to find an item called the Wayfinder. We will not say a word about it in there. We will act however they want us to, like we do as bride singers, but Ducky, if you say anything about a Wayfinder or go against my plan, I'll slit your fucking throat. Is that heard?
You wouldn't need to. I believe I'd do it myself if I already betrayed you.
Good. She kind of pushes you a little bit more further backwards. Now, unlike druids, flowers don't keep schedules. We do. Let's go. And she kind of taps you on the back and pushes you a little forward. Let's go to this meeting. Chalisa, Kdsln, you would have heard all of that. What are we thinking?
They don't have the chalice.
Yeah, the Wayfinder sounds interesting.
Yes. I think that maid sounds scared to death. Why don't we let her go to the meeting, and then we can ask it out. We can, but okay, we can do it the old-fashioned way. We let them do the thing. We come back to that weird noble woman's place. We break into the middle of the night, and we ask what she knows, and then we kill her.
mean, I don't know about killing her right now. I know. Do
Right
I
now?
know? Yeah, but like later, even. Yeah. You know what? At least as long as we talked to her before, then I'm in.
Yeah, good. That's my Chalisa. Like slap me on the shoulder a bit. Get out of here. No,
Yeah.
this
I
is pretty
think
hanging down around.
I don't really feel safe here.
Yeah.
Our chances of coming out of here alive, both of us, pretty small if we continue to stay here.
Yeah, that's great, and the exit's right there. So let's just go.
All right. Let me just like slowly move. Oh. Do we go
Towards the
like
exit.
by the walls and then just like
Let's go.
you know, the little
like tumbling in the wind.
Yeah.
and then just like
I'm just
like
gonna
I'll
try
go
and walk like this.
behind the bushes. Can we get out of here?
This gate is in fact locked.
Right, well,
Do you know
let me
how
just
to
get
pick
some
a
clean
lock?
clothes. Change of plans. Let's just get some clean clothes, and then we can follow that weird noble woman and talk to her directly here.
Again, our chances of survival, I feel like, are pretty low. You look like shit, my friend.
Mm. Very nice shit, but
You have blood on
oh, don't
you.
do me like that, Chalisa.
Listen, I love you, uncle, but like, no.
Ruining my confidence.
Right, well, let's go. Can we climb over this gate, or do we have to sneak the other one?
If you would like to try and climb over it, you can try.
Wait. If you see over the other side, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can. Can I ping? Yes.
I'm gonna
Here
have to zoom
we
the
see a
fuck out to see
tree.
this. Oh yeah.
Here we have a tree that's kind of going over. So if we climb up, it's gonna be harder for people to see if we have to jump down because we can use the tree as cover.
On a strength of 1, does Kdsln have the strength to climb a tree?
I'm relying on dexterity to walk right now, so it's like
I'm not sure you'd be able to even get off the first branch.
All right.
yeah.
Hey Kdsln, watch this.
Now come up, man.
Do the same.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we have any way of knowing where they could have nice clothes? Because we can't walk in like we are right now. If we do, we're for sure gonna get out of here with our
Get sent out.
heads off. Or do we go back into the tunnel and take the other road away? But at that time, we might not know where she's going. You're the plan maker. Make a plan.
I want to get the fuck out. Do we hide in one of the carriages?
Ooh, I'm not opposed to that idea.
It's good at this point. I might either hide in the carriage or walk in, pretend to be a middle act, and then get thrown out like drunkards.
Ooh, I mean, that could work. We can pretend to brawl a little bit outside. That could explain the blood on you.
Do we just do
But-
it here and then have the big guy in the stables throw us out? Do you think he throws us out?
I don't know. But this doesn't seem to be like the main entrance. So should we go closer to like where the entrance is? Pretend like we're coming from the party and then walking towards like, oh, we're going go home. I can like, if you're really drunk, I can just be like, I have to get my uncle home. I have to get my uncle home. Sorry, can you let us out?
Okay, let's go with that. I can't think. They're probably gonna get armed.
I mean, I have my bow, but I feel like if I pull that one, they're for sure gonna.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Hey guys, look at this. Pong!
I mean,
Hey, Uncle, watch this. I'm gonna 360 no-scope this guy.
at the same time, I mean, you don't know I can do this, but I can kind of spit acid at people, you could say.
Oh, fucking you spit acid at the lock.
Ooh, maybe. I mean, it's kind of like poison spray, but I feel like it would be more fun if I actually spat out the poison
Yeah,
instead.
I mean, why not?
But it's poison damage more than acid, so maybe not.
Okay, let's try this one. And I'm just gonna go over to the stable door. Over here. And I'm just gonna drunkenly barge in.
I'm gonna run after because I was not like at all ready for that. I was like, Uncle, please, you can't go in there.
Oh, fuck! And it's gonna blast open, like kick the door in, low-key, like fall through.
I'd say falling through, kind of stumbling onto the floor. This man in his way, he's got this wavy, long brown hair and brown eyes, tattoos of a light that goes all the way up his skin. And immediately, Chalisa, you would recognize that this is a high priestess of Kdsln that has been turned into a horseman undercover for this. This is the tattoos and signature of someone important. And as you stumble in and kind of fall down, he goes, taking the pipe out of his mouth, adjourning himself to the horses, immediately snapping around and goes, fucking hell, you've had a bit much.
Fuck. Bonjour, monsieur, mais... où est le vin? Le vin rouge?
What?
Sorry, do you have any wine? I'm quite
Mate.
thirsty, huh?
You're fucking pissed. Why would I have more wine? I have tobacco on me, though.
Would you not be opposed to charade with a poor fellow?
I would.
Alright. I'm just like, sorry for my
I
uncle.
was
I'm
like,
just gonna
try
follow,
and stand
kinda
up,
like,
but like my strength sucks, so I can't really like. I kind of shuffle and be like,
I'm just gonna put your arm like around mine and then just, sorry for my uncle.
it is not. I can walk. It is fine. I just have to go home, and it will be all right. It's crazy headache. Je suis mal aux tête.
Can you please make me a performance check for this French accent?
Also, where would the French
Huh?
accent?
That is a 6!
It's
Oh
'cause
my
he's
god.
drunk. It's because he's drunk.
Why'd you talk like that? Are you that fucking pissed?
I mean, yeah, he is.
Huh?
I don't really know. He got way too many drinks in.
Because
Because I'm speaking normal.
There's some meat on your bones as well there, mate. Maybe it's all those baguettes you've been eating.
You can
He spent some years abroad. Like,
mon
yeah.
baguette, huh?
Right. I'm tending to the horses of Lady Ramya. Can I help? You have horses in here? I don't
No,
fucking think so.
we were just trying to get back home, or I was trying to get my uncle back home, kind of. I don't remember where we came in from, and then he just ran off, barged
Right.
in here.
Right.
Could you maybe help us get out of here?
Well, I have to stay here for Lady Ramya. So, no. However, your uncle doesn't look great. So, I could go and ask for help.
That would
Ah, mais
Be
non, I
lovely,
am
I
fine. Ça va bien.
I can't get over how weird your uncle talks. Can you sort him out?
Uncle, you're not in the army
Quoi?
anymore.
Oh my god. Right.
You're not in the army anymore. Please
What do you
just
mean?
come back. You've been here for a couple of years, you know. I know the PTSD comes back a bit. That's why you're drinking, but like, please.
Don't worry, mate. I've also had my fair share of PTSD shit. It's not fun. What was you in?
I actually don't know.
Fucking all of them.
Fucking hell, you're old if you've been in all of them.
Yes. Feels like it's
It only looks like he's 40.
You are a very kind man, sir.
Right, I'm gonna go get help. He's fucked. Stay here. I'll be back. He kind of ties this knots onto the horse fence posts and immediately leaves, kind of skittering himself about, "I'll be quick. Can't let Lady Rami know." Before shutting the door, and kind of you hear the steps of him running away to go get help. Somehow, you've managed to get a good situation from that. I don't know how the fuck you've done that. But we'll go with it.
What the fuck do we do now?
Can I try to think of a war on the spot that I might have been in?
Go for it, man.
History? No?
Yeah.
What's that been?
It would be history. You've been in is a question of how old you are with the timeline.
Yeah, I'm 40.
You probably wouldn't have been in a war, but you would have seen the Inquisitor War, where it was druids versus paladins, essentially.
Inquisitor War.
But finally alone, again back in the stables, 2 horses adjourned in front of you. The trapdoor under the hay that you came out from, also in this. What do you do?
I don't know what help he's getting, but it's gonna be suspicious if we're not here. So if we want to leave, we should leave with a margin.
Fucking leave. Nah.
Yeah, I think Chalisa, maybe climb over the wall and find me outside.
What?
No, never mind. We'll be fine.
I'm what? I'm just gonna leave you here?
No, we'll be fine. I mean, I'll just chill here or just climb over the wall.
A knock at the door. Hello?
Too late for
You okay in there?
Très bien, merci, messieurs.
Okay,
Ça
the gate was locked to the infirmary, so I'm just gonna go grab a key. I'll be 5 more minutes tops.
Alright.
Infirmary?
They have an infirmary here?
Why are they being nice to me? Why don't they just throw me out in the streets?
Beats me. I mean, I would have probably thrown you out as soon as I saw you.
Huh.
But do we just stay here, or because I was thinking we go back into the tunnels in
What?
case we want to get out of here, or we just wait for whatever help we get and then we take it from there.
I mean, it'd be weird if we were missing, wouldn't it? Why don't we just roll with it now?
Yeah, we roll with it, and then worst case we try to get them. Like if it smells weird, we can always just run back here and then disappear again, I guess. He seems like a nice chap. I don't think he minds us.
It'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We're both sitting there just like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Trying to make ourselves, both of us, believe that it's going.
I'm just gonna sit in one of the corners and be like,
I'm gonna try to feed you some water.
1 kilomètre à pied, ça use la sourire. 2 kilomètres à pied, ça use, 2 kilomètres à pied, ça use la sourire. 3 kilomètres à
This guy's
pied,
saying,
ça
bro.
use, 3 kilomètres à pied, ça use,
Yo, your uncle's going crazy from the wall, man.
It's a PTSD talking, you know?
And with that, we will cut away from those two and go to a certain Nova once again. The fuck is going on in the background?
What? What is going on?
Whose background is
Whose
it?
background is that? Oh, it's Riley.
Okay.
Well, my lovely people, I am about to show you something new that we have not done before in this group. And guess what it is? It is an animated scene.
What? Whoa.
Nova. Walking with Ramya. After your talk within the stable house of House Trees, seeing the fact that there could be a situation going on, the one who was on top of the roof at the execution of Esamir Black with a bow charged is now sneaking around with one more within House Trees where your lady is, walking through the house and making your way to the Great Hall Room. Opening it up, there is a massive painting. It's the first thing you see on the wall. These red colours and a lion on the top of this place, where adorned on this throne made of a red velvet is spikes that come off these chairs, these golden vines that root themselves onto these pillars that hold strong, and a jury stand in the middle of it, like a small amphitheatre in a way that goes surrounded by tables and chairs, allowing an individual to go up and speak. On the top is a painting of a lady you do not know. Pretty in her way, this is a painting of Lady Dries, with an owl bear next to her side, showing the unison between druids and animals that they have within Umon. It's a monumental piece, Father Arden's beloved wife, and on the top of this place is every single council member, bar one, which is the one you are adjoined next to. I am going to cut back to the battle map. We're no longer on the animated scene. Hang on, I just need to quickly add something. Because I accidentally deleted it. Walking into this place, this great hall in its way. If I could ask everyone to look where the Great Hall is, I have just shown it on the map. Some of the most important figures in your life, Nova, are adjoined within this room. At the top, on the great seat, despite this not being her personal place, sits an Ivana Noctis. To her left, you know this gentleman as the great madman of the Selunium, Haslik of the Feywilds. Adjourned one seat further towards the left, with a knife and fork, a plate, a salad in front of him, grown from his very own gardens, the magic seeping from his hands of Father Ardendries. Melik Diamond, someone you're very familiar with, under the same family tree as him. One seat missing, and that seat is for Ramya Solari. A talking from the top as a whisper candy finally plays out, and a slamming of the hands as Ivana Noctis finally stands up. What is your reason for being so late, servant? Why did you bring her so tardy and so late?
I got confused with the location and forgot to inform my lady. It will not happen again.
Some of the Justique triplets, known as the Justicars, kind of sat on the table with their feet up, completely dripped in their night outfits, kind of feet up on table, giggle to themselves as you're getting told off by the person they're hired by. Haslick at the top, absolutely mad in his way, kind of giggling to himself, joining them. Not acceptable. One of them mutters under his breath, Gibran, looking towards you. You make all of us wait. Do you know how hard it is to get all of these people? A slam on the table from the other side of the hallway as Lapshus Linden, a vassal house, sits up, moving his chair backwards a little. You dare speak like that in the house of Father Ardendries? How dare you? Ramya finally speaks. Ducky, it's okay. Do not fret. Go sit next to Bast. In the corner, a table adjourned for you. Be on your best behavior. We need to have a conversation with the council.
I thank you.
Ramya slowly walks up to the top, where the Great Hall finally turns into an area of discussion, this small amphitheater where every voice is heard and every voice is discussed upon. And she goes, I apologize for the tardiness, High Council. Your High Seatness. I apologize for being late for the Revolutionary Council's meeting on what to do about the Chalice. However, everyone in this room knows the fate of what an Esmir Black, a now executed man, has done. I propose we take it back. You immediately see the muttering of voices and the shaking of heads as Father Ardendries, preservationist in his way, immediately shakes his head. If lost to the wind, Ramya, no longer to be found. Let the earth take it. Haslick in his way, giggling, his eyes slowly shutting and a massive yawn coming across his face as I make myself yawn whilst narrating this. It's almost like I'm Haslick himself. The Yaramir stands in the middle, the restorationist in her way. We lose one. Father Ardendries says, which means a politically debate is needed. House Noctis no longer owns the high seat, with one arcana to their name. They are no longer the high seat. Due to the nature of this being the Dries house, the Dries children being here and my wife being on the high seating of this, Ivana Noctis, I ask that you listen to reason and let me conduct this meeting. Immediately, some slams on the tables from the Vanzo and Gibran and Alisa as they stand up, and Ivana immediately ushers them down. It's only fair. I'm no longer the head of this council, that we have a democratic debate about what is to be done. And you see Father Ardendries kind of stands up from his seat in his way, moving it backwards and swapping seats, sitting down back into the middle. His children watching him proud in his way. Ivana moving to the lower seat and Father Ardendries moving to the second, the high seat of this. Now, Ramya, I ask that you stand up here with me. Not as a co-vote, but as a one that sees the ways and understands that of what is going on. It is rare that we all come together. We will make a decision. The Justiques here, the history of them and the history of my people do not get on. But I'm willing to put that past to come to a vote of democratic sorts. This is a one true chance that the Arcana is no longer in the house and the hands of the nobilities that rule Raofold. It's to the wind, it's to the druids, it's to the people that seek it most. This is a moment that will be noted in histories. The way Esamir decided he wanted to have his final ways go. A preventionist of the House Dries, I, Father Ardendries, say we let this go. If we find it, we find it. If we don't, we let nature take it and let Kdsln and the old ways capture it and bring it down to the nature it once came from, the way the primordials sacrificed themselves. The gods putting a lock onto this thing that should have been decided in their ways. I, Father Ardendries, hereby vote that the House of Dries does nothing about this occasion and let the wind of this situation go. All in vote of agreeing with me, agreeing with the preservationists, raise your hand. You see, two of the Dries household raise their hands, Parler and Rin. Man, a little hesitant in his way, before finally slowly reaching it up, and the reasoning behind that personal. No one else in the room doing so currently, before 3 more votes come. The whole of the vassal house of the Rhymecrest raise theirs, and with 7 votes for preventionist, Father Ardendries nods his head, looking around the whole council. I'm glad to see that some sense is around us. All in vote otherwise. Ivana raises her hand. Haslik raises his. Ramya, debating, looks at her servant in her way before looking towards Melek and raises hers. Melek immediately copies Ramya. 4. The Alisa triplets. Not reacting in a way that screams immediance, but a way that almost seems calm and like they're reading those who hired them, and they raise their hands, whispering to each other as twins and triplets and connected by blood and what their father would have wanted them to do. And as all the hands are raised, 7 matches 7. Bast. Silence rises over her, and standing up from her chair, tucking it in, going towards the middle of the room. I choose not to be a part of this debate. I don't want your ways to be on my hands. You all are filth, groveling over every single decision you make. Esme knew the decision he was making. The way he was going against all of yours. The way you want to bring it back into the world. That arcana is a lock on our society. The world was peaceful before. I want to be nothing to do with that lock on society of Raofold. She opens the door, closing it behind her before leaving. That is 7 on 7 for voting. 7 for Preventionist. The vassal house of the Rhyme Crests. The House Drees, wanting to protect the Arcana. Make it so nothing comes back. No trumbulence or arcanic intake, whether that be positive or bad. The whole Revolutionary Council, apart from Father Ardendries, raises theirs. The Just Eat triplets, and the final vote lands on a servant. Ramya looks towards you, looks to Ardendries, nods her head, and he goes, I do not know your name, but if Ramya trusts you, you may have the final vote. Your decision is what makes importance on the history of Raofold and the future going forward. And she glares you in the eyes. Nova, in this situation, what decision do you make?
Nova would vote whatever Ramya votes.
8 to 7. As she raises her hands up, moving her hands upwards, she puts them in the air for one last time before moving them down, noticing what you do, a smile coming over her face. Well, Father, Mr. Dries, I believe that is a mix of sovereignists and restorationists. Your preventionists is nothing to be held on, and we will bring this arcana back, but the question is, who shall it go to rightly? A long pause. It should go back to where it once was. Ivana, how do you want to get the Arcana back? I have no knowledge of where it was. No knowledge of how to. I did not control this. This chalice was yours. What do you suggest? She stands up, looking at the Justicar triplets, nodding her head at them slowly. Before they stand up, put their weapons back in their hilts, and look towards Haslik. A gentle brush on this Fey man's shoulder, before a final look of Ivana Noctis stands behind him, putting some necrotic energy into his neck. You see the tense up Nova from where he sits, the relaxation gone, the giggling and the excitement of this archmage snap out of it. Haslik, where is the Wayfinder? You have it in the Selunium. We need that one to find where my chalice is. Haslik giggles and then yawns frantically. Ivana. Wouldn't you like to know? Massive slam through the doors. A pool drip re-emerges, screaming, frantic in her way. Father Ardendries, I do not care for your ways of pacifism, but those who do not. Esamir was nearly assassinated by those, and hurt by the ones who wanted to touch upon you. Harm among those upon the High Council. I held those in the prison that Father Ardendries was too scared to use below his house. Those prisoners, Chalisa and Kdsln, are no longer there. They have escaped. I demand that you send this whole city of Umont into a lockdown. Close all of the doors. Do not let any people in or out. All lords and ladies who are in currently must not leave unless advised otherwise to do so. He looks immediately towards the vassal house of the Rhymecrests. Lord Avron, do not upset those who are here to rejoice. We will act upon this now. We will act upon this fast. You gather your U-mantle guard and you send them out and you fucking find these people. Will not let them on the streets or yet alone even in my house. Bast, you dare have these members in my household. The ones that seek out to hurt those of the Revolutionary Council. I will have with you dealt with at a different time, but for now you lock down this house. You find out those. No one in this house of trees leaves or gets out or enters unless I personally say so. Those who were here to hunt us are no longer here. Check the roads. Check the manor. Question the servants. Any movement of any individuals, drunk or not, incapacitated or awake, whatever means needed. This is the one time I will break pacifism, but only because it harms my family. You find those, and you deal with them. Laptress Linden stands up, looking at Bast, and quickly before she exits, immediately out into her way, Ramya giving Nova a look. before whispering in something into Father Narden's ears, him giving her a nod. You may go. Talk to Mugsy. Take that servant with you and find out if he knows anything. Go. Figure out if he has anything he knows. You want to take bright singers with you? Be my guest. You want to take human guards with you? Be my guest. Would you take your horses and go to the stables, go on the roads, go if you need. They're waiting for you exactly where you left them. Ramya immediately stands up, looking dead in the eyes at you, Nova. Pauldrip already left. The Humantle guard immediately up in a frenzy before they go, questioning people inside, swords drawn. The Justiques stand up, battle axes in hands, longsword and a lance before they quickly surround Ivana, moving her upstairs. Everyone else, no need for safety amongst them as Ivana disappears from the house up to a chamber upstairs. The Humantle guard leave here and Ramya comes towards you, grabbing you by the scruff of the neck, Nova. Yucky. Someone threatens my safety. That equally threatens someone that I know and need in this place. Ducky, we need to go talk to Mugsy. We'll be going now. She kind of grabs you by the scruff and immediately starts leading you out of the room. Do you have any questions for her? Would Nova ask any in the situation?
She would barely get out any stutters as she's dragged out of the room.
As the whole place, the whole city even, goes into lockdown, we cut back to those in the stables. From outside, you would hear the commotion that's going all around. People frantically moving, those words of a lockdown and everything like that. There's murderers, there's executioners out to get people. They need to run into lockdown. Every gate around is to be locked. No one is to be let in or let out. A knock at the door once again. But not of the sound, of the voice, of the man that you were in here before. Hello? I'm coming in. In this situation, one at the door, not one that you would recognize. What is Chalisa thinking in this moment?
I mean, how far away are we from the hatch thing where we can go down in a tunnel?
Not far at all.
I would just try to get down in that one. Probably.
Are you taking Kdsln with you?
I'm just like pointing to the thing and seeing if Kdsln wants to.
I'm gonna be like, roll around in hay, hide, and then
Okay. I don't want to leave him alone, so I'm just gonna do the same then. But
Please.
in like a hay bale, kind of like I will be ready to like draw my bow quickly, kind of pointing it towards the door.
Can you please both make me a stealth check? Why
am I rolling like this?
That's a 12. That's not bad. A 12 isn't bad. The 12 isn't bad.
A 23.
And a 23. As The door opens, an unfamiliar stature. One of the Umantle Guard appear. You can tell by the crest upon his chest, followed by the man that was with before in the stables. Both of you hide in these hay bales as this man, this older gentleman, a mustache that goes from corner to corner, this bottom beard that adorns all the way, rhyme crest all upon himself, a lance in his hand, Cassius Cromwell coming in behind him. You see, as they talk to each other, scanning the room first, looking all around to see if there's anyone in here before they have this conversation. Where's Muggsy? Cromwell kind of turns around before answering. Final reignition of his pipe. He's at the blood vine, mate. Lap just looks towards him. You do not let anyone fucking near him. The ways that we've gone to protecting you, Mon, and the ways that we've gone to protecting that little fucking secret of yours to do with Ramya, the thing you stole. No one's gonna know. A puff of this as the smoke goes up into the air. Simply, Lapjuice Linden, if anyone was to figure out what we stole and what our plan is going forward, not just the Wayfinder, I would cut your tongue from your mouth and hang it up to dry. You know what we are trying to achieve with the Bright Singers. I don't have to repeat it for you. Or do you need me to tell you? Lapjuice looks towards him. The tattoos on his self start to glow as this magic, nothing like the primal, this light goes deeper and a more darker color. Understand, you don't need to. The blood is still where it was. We've kept it for you. Cromwell looks with one final thing. Takes out a dagger from his side, a glowing dark light in his hand. Good. Now fuck off. As he points the dagger in between, grabbing the horses by their leads, dragging them out. You all know perfectly well how much of a fucking effort we went through for their blood. Kicking Linden out of the room before dragging these horses out with them as well, before finally slamming the door behind them, a gust of wind blowing inwards, taking the hay bales off yourself, showing a glimmer of yourself just to a second, not to them, but to each other, as the door is finally shut, and those two leave once again. You two understanding that this place has gone into lockdown.
I point to the hatch, and we try to make our way down that way, I guess.
Be my guest. Just give me a second, sir. Making our way down. The hatch turns from the smell of horses, the smell of people making their ways into a...
Lou.
Someone's in his room.
I think someone walked in, yeah.
I thought he was saying hello to me. I was like, what? Making our way into a crawl space. Crawling forwards, this water, this treacherous feeling slowly going more and more from feet up to knee, up to hip height, before your army crawling through Kdsln just got enough strength to slowly manage. And this water, the light diminishing between you. As you find yourself in a thick water. The headspace reopening all above you. Light glimmering from down top as this smell suddenly hits your nose. We find ourselves the two of you in the underpartments of House Trees. Getting out your clothes wet and everything about you. There's water in your boots. A moss growing everywhere, vines on the wall, this animated water slowly flowing through. Markings on the walls. This darker tunnel slowly turning itself into a sewer. We arrive at the front of it, in a sewer, enough headspace to walk, empty barrels and stone etchings on the floor, crates that make their way all over. These planks of a walkway that give you a slight way to not touch in the water. These metal pipes that relinquish the city's underlyings and horrible bits all over. Strength sapped from you. A complete darkness to this area, apart from the lights that flicker in from above through sewer grates. We find ourselves in the druidic sewers of Umont. What do we do?
I hate to be party pooper, but Loki gotta go.
You're all good, bro.
Good. Bye.
Kind of smells like shit.
We will do a Chalisa solo adventure then.
Oh no. Will I just leave him there?
We'll say he's on your back.
Okay. He's knocked out. I mean, I would just continue to try and walk away, trying to hear if I can hear if there's running or yelling. And like if anything else is noticeable down into the sewers, basically.
I would like you to move your character for me.
So move here. Oh my god. Tiny rats.
Seeing the scurrying of rats all across this sewer, looking at them dead on, infected in their ways, some of them diseased, some limbs you can see inside of them, the pink flesh that's slowly dreading all away. The poisonous ways, the water dead green of where it was bubbling in its way, moving slowly across these walkways, but slowly starting to burn or disease rot away this wood that you stand on. Can you make a perception check for me?
Yeah. so scared I was gonna roll to a nat 1.
It's okay. On a 14, making our way closer towards these rats, balancing upon this wooden beam, we get towards them as they scurry quickly past you, going underneath your feet, not biting as they dive straight into this water, going completely underneath it, and you hear the skirming and squealing of them in their motions. It sounds like they're getting boiled alive.
Well, that's lovely.
Adjourned onto the wall is a drawing. Chalisa, a drawing that you would recognize. Starting from the bottom. This almost insect-like body that spreads out into two wings. This golden horn that goes towards one end and spreads outwards, the multiple eyes, the two right in the middle of this body. Ancient texts written upon these. Chalisa, do you remember what this marking is?
It was an insect with 2 wings, and
It's a butterfly.
do you have like a picture of
moth. I do.
a butterfly?
But Chalisa, you would know what this is. Being a part of it for some point of your life. The markings of the Ebon Syndicate are on the wall. This, my lovely ranger, putting 2 and 2 together, could you give me an investigation roll? It's fine. Roll it again.
Okay.
Due to your backstory. That's even worse. How did you get a 5 and then get a 4?
Ask DnD Beyond.
That's fine. On this, you would recognize the markings of the Ebon Syndicate.
Okay.
This, as you know, is a power grouping notorious for smuggling. And if they have their graffiti, their markings on the walls, oh, you're in trouble. What are you feeling in this moment, knowing your history with this grouping?
Very anxious. Very anxious. But also quite determined that, as it's like a crime syndicate, they would probably be able to make their way out of there. And having worked with them, I do know some people that maybe I can use to, get out of there if I'm lucky. So I'm just trying to crunch the numbers of what's the best way forward here to survive.
Crunching the numbers, does she venture forth?
I think so, yeah.
Move where you would like to go to.
I would follow the wall, kind of, just peeking around the corner here.
Peeking around the corner, hearing scurrying from more rats behind you as they cross this bridge before diving into the water once again, hearing the screaming from them as they almost look compelled to do so, the disease spreading amongst them as they submerge under, and the rifing of them falls to a halt. Watching that, diverting your attention, watching these rats fry themselves, going into this diseased water, it seems to be, your attention is moved to what seems to be like the member of the Ebon Syndicate. However, different. Almost petrified in his way, hardened, statue-like. This man that appears to be a half-orc in his way, silver earrings upon his, I would say, garments, his hair flowing, these teeth that come out and are touching and grazing his upper lip, slowly hardened as you look from feet to shoulder to head, as this man in front of you has been turned to stone. Petrified, unable to move, stuck in the last movement he was making.
Oh, shit. Which way is he looking?
He's looking downwards, hand out, stretching, almost like trying to grab someone, but no one being there. On trails of blood and guts all around, large intestines moping onto the floor, half into the water, them getting slowly pulled down by a force that doesn't seem to be natural.
How recent does the blood seem to be? Can I see if it's...
Make me a survival check.
Right. Why am I rolling so low? Like
On
a 5 and a 4 and a
13,
6.
This blood has been here for about 2 hours, mixed with different parts, however, human blood and animal.
Right. I'm
However,
gonna go... Oh.
Lisa, looking upon this, what you don't see is the slow opening of a door behind you, and one man, frantic, stressed, starting to step out. What were you gonna do?
Do I hear this? Like something?
You do not.
I mean, my plan was to walk up around the corner if I didn't see anything by the corner. So,
Moving forward, looking a bit extra, more of these Ebon Syndicate markings on the wall. This one, the same butterfly in its way, but pointing a different direction. Slightly more south. North, apologies, slightly more north. A different colour in its wing pattern. Can you give me an investigation check? Another 5!
I don't understand how this is...
A member
Like-
of the Ebon Syndicate in past. Different colours mean different locations. This syndicate, to your knowledge, is being used as smuggling tunnels. That's why there were 2 leading into house streets, one to the barn, one to the sewer. Who knows where else this may go? Maybe the whole town of city of Umon may go to all of the different districts that are within it. It may go Raofold wise. It may just be this one place, who knows?
Right. Do I hear anything more? Otherwise, I'm gonna continue upwards here, I think.
Hearing not the sound of the door creaking open, not the sound of someone stepping out as you don't see it slowly moving forward after seeing this stone bandit. The cracks on this sewer, older than the rebranding of humans. This was the original beating underlying of Raofold. The stone, as you move, getting older and older as you go. Hearing the splash, a big splash, a human-sized one of a man falling into these waters. A blindfold around his eyes. He screams out as this cold water touches his skin. Some of his arm diseased as you flip around and see this man, a bandit in his own way. Bloodied, arms missing, entrails missing. You hear, "No! Don't hurt me again! No!" As he freaks out in the water, splashing, moving around, not being able to see anything, slowly sinking into the water.
I will just look at him and back away slowly. Further away. I'm just like, I'm not. Whatever he was running from, I don't want to be closer to that.
That's fair.
So
As
I'm gonna-
he sinks into the water, can you make me another perception check?
Right.
Oh, finally not a no lumber.
I got double digit. Wow.
Double digits, wow, almost a 20 as well, a 17.
Yay.
As this man sinks into the water, you hear him scream, "Ben! Ben!" As these papers float upwards, drenched within the water, and slowly float their way over towards you, naturally grabbing the attention of your eyes.
Can I see anything from the water? Like what kind of papers they look like?
They look like a note and a receipt.
I mean, I don't want to touch the water. It looked pretty. Actually, I'm gonna use one of my arrows with the tip first and try to like poke one of the papers to fish them up. Just because I usually poison my arrow tips anyway, so I mean.
Fishing one of them up, in wet letters, one of them reads, "We need to fix the issue in Umont. Hold off on the other shipment for the selenium. This comes first. Do not touch the water. Clear out what you can till we can get more down there and make sure the tunnels are safe. They've been off since he's come to Umont. I know who's taken over at Goza. Come and see me, signed at the bottom, the Sovereign." Amidst the other pair, that one in a more blood-soaked letter, the crumbs of where someone was holding it, trying to get it away, a receipt for livestock, the purchasing of animals. Pigs, cows, hundreds of sheep. This is what the blood was amongst the sewers. Countless, hundreds, thousands of gold pieces have been spent here. At the bottom of it, the name signed, Ivan Noctis. However, I would say that's probably not the one that would catch your eye, Chalisa. Or Chalisa. The one that would strike you curious is the one that's stapled onto the back of it. Now, why would a man of this stature buy livestock so much, and why would he need hundreds? On the back, however, more of a receipt, and as you flip the page, human boy, age 9. Human girl, age 6. Elderly halfling, 72. More children accounted for, no names, but tens of them, all bought for insane amounts of prices. And if one ways of your calculations have been going, those animals have been dying down here. The same guess for the children as well.
I'm gonna not continue northwards anymore. Or I'm gonna round the corner just to see what happens over here, because I want to just clear out the space where I'm at before I move closer down, and so I don't get any more attacks. So if I walk up here, what can I see?
You see what I've currently undone. Moving
Okay, so I can't see anything.
more of a
Okay.
dead end.
Alright. Then I'll just move slowly and carefully. I will have my bow drawn. Kind of like moving down. Trying to look around and see where this bandit was dropped into the water, and see, can I hear anything else? Does it seem to be anyone else close by or something?
There is no sounds of movement. Just the sounds of water being slushed around.
Right. Then I'll continue moving down this. Because this was a bridge, right? Or
It is.
so we'll move down to here. Can I see anything more around this corner? Like down towards here?
You may. This, Chalisa, as you walk further down,
The fuck?
this is not a sight that you would be liking to see.
Nope.
Countless dead children, limbs gone, blood soaking into the water, people turned into stone in their last positions that they could do, bandits, all branded with the Ebon Syndicate markings on them. Countless of entrails of inside body parts outside where they shouldn't be, all over on the floor, some being ate by the creatures that live around here. And Chalisa, to a vision that you would hope to never see. Countless dead children all over the floor.
See if anyone or anything seems to be alive.
Nothing is alive. That bandit that you heard was the last thing alive down here.
Right. And he came from somewhere around here. Did he run from, like, did he run from this direction? Oops. Or from the room that's next to?
He ran from the room that was next to you. However, if he was alive and everyone else down there is dead, I think you in your natural survivalist way means that he got out. That man was hiding.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, like, do I move towards where he came from, basically? Which seems to be like a safer place, because whatever is going down here almost probably means certain death. And I can't really bear myself to go close to the dead children if I can avoid it.
What'd you do?
I'll probably move back this way to check where he might have hidden or something.
Seeing this room in front of you, opening the door from where he came last, is this bloodied room, an arm hidden on the floor, no loot or anything. Happy days in here. It's depressing. It's the smell of it disgusting. The entrail of the moist area is disgusting. The floor wet to your boot. Blood stained everywhere. This is where he had bled, essentially. The last moments of him running were the last moments of his life.
There's no sign of anything in this room except for just blood.
Nothing.
Okay.
If something had been in there, it had been cleared out.
Okay. By the bandit, I'm guessing. Alright. I guess I have no choice but to try and make my way down where they're dead, because I know for sure that if I go back into the tunnels, there's gonna be an even bigger risk of meeting someone that wants to catch me from the party, basically.
Be my guest. Describe to me, how is Chalisa feeling in this moment while she walks past this?
She has tears in her eyes, and she's just trying to not, and failing slightly, to look, especially at the dead children. Tears are starting to like stream down my face as when I take a quick look at the dead child that I'm seeing here, I can almost see one of my sister's faces. And I have to hold back, starting like actually sobbing. And I start hearing screams, and I kind of let go a little bit of Kdsln to just like sit down for a moment and just like cover my ears to get the screaming to stop before I take a couple of deep breaths, take Kdsln back on my back, and I continue walking. And I guess I try to follow the blood tracks maybe to see where it comes from, so to speak, since it looked quite fresh still.
Following the blood tracks leads to a room where outside, drawn on both doorways, is markings not familiar of the Evans Syndicate. These are markings of clockwork. These are markings of resurrection, of toy makery. Someone else has been here. This is not the Evans Syndicate.
Do I hear anything as I'm getting closer?
I would say you wouldn't until you're right outside the door.
Alright. I'm gonna move and very, kind of with my back towards the wall, squeeze back, and still kind of I'm gonna let down Kdsln just because right now I'm in full something seems very wrong here. And I will hug it while I'm holding my bow ready to shoot or attack. I also have let loose a dagger that I have sheathed, I know where it is, and in case it's very close, almost melee range, I would be able to very quickly grab that as well. Try to listen for something around here by the clockwork.
Within inside, the noises that come out are horrid to listen to. The swallowing of objects, the attacking of a cage, the rattling of it inside, and behind this door a creature that no one should see, if met unfortunately, before the door in front of you slowly opens. In front of you, out comes this taller being, dressed from head to toe in a servant's outfit. Made to look robotic, this was a human in his past, now dysmorphed, dismembered, turned into a machine. By his side, a little child, blood-soaked, large intestines around their necks. Everything that a little child of a clockwork mechanic should not be. She looks up towards you, humming, not fully aware of you yet, still humming to this creature that lays inside, before fully opening the door, being adjourned with you for the first time, looking you up in the eyes, seeing inside the room for the first time, Chalisa. As inside, immediately noticing you, this thing lurches forward in this cage, completely rattling it, scaring the shit out of this child as she jumps back. In front of you, stands a basilisk.
Ooh, eat.
Looking up this little clockwork child. Papa says Ivan is a good man. Papa says Basil gets lonely. Are you here to see Basil?
Is Basil whatever is behind you?
She walks over, humming her tune towards the basilisk. He does not move. This is Basil.
But the Basil doesn't move. Is he sleeping?
Basil is not aggressive towards her.
Okay. What is he aggressive toward?
Oh, as soon as he saw you, he lunged at that cage.
But he's in a cage? Or.
He very much is in a cage.
Alright. How long have you known Basil? I asked the child.
Since Papa even gets us to feed him.
What do you feed him with?
Animals?
And Papa Ivan? Where is he?
I don't know.
Do you like Basil?
Basil's very cute. But Papa
Okay.
says Basil gets lonely, and he only is not lonely if we feed him.
And when did you last feed him?
Not long ago.
Okay. When is the next time you're feeding him?
Soon.
Okay.
Are you food?
I am not food. But I
Why?
know where there is food
Hmm.
for Basil.
Where?
There's a stable upstairs full of horses. I think Basil would
No.
love horses.
No. Papa says we can't let Basil out.
But maybe you can help me get the horses down here.
Horses?
Yes.
The taller man next to her, the clockwork servant, goes, Master even would not like that.
Why not?
We are not to move, Basil. If you stand in the way, we will set him on you.
I will not stand in the way. I just want to get out of here safely. I can help you with finding animals if you'd like.
Master even supplies all of the animals. We do not need assistance.
Okay.
Now,
Do you know the...
I suggest you leave.
Okay. I will leave.
Good. Which way are you going?
I mean, I want to get as far away from Mr. Basil as possible.
I mean, look at all the people who stand the stone behind him.
Yeah, that's kind of like... I'm trying to think which would be safest, but like trying to move up this way. I will also pick up Kdsln, by the way. I will not leave him in the sewers.
He's food for Basil.
No. I'd probably move up this way because there's less people there, and I don't have to cross the door because I feel like that would be a bad decision.
As you move up this way, lurking towards the end, light coming down from the top, the mark of the Ebon Syndicate relinquished at the wall, a ladder shows itself.
Okay. Do I hear anything specific from here?
No.
Okay. I will do my best to climb with Mr. Kdsln on my back.
As you climb up, we cut away from Chalisa.
How much longer, by the way, is this gonna?
You
Cause
are
I'm
free to go now, because you're basically done now.
nice.
I was
'cause I'm
tempted
super
very much to end it at the Basilisk.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.
Perfectly fine. We'll see you later.
Good night.
We'll do it earlier next time.
Yes. Good night.
We move to Mr. Right. Walking out of the Streets, being almost told what to do by a Ramya. We make our way to meet a Mugsy. On the way, telling you nothing about what's going on. The way to it, you come over the Umantle Bridge, seeing the stones of slab depicting stories of the whole generation that's been going on, the rise and the fall of the gods, and the birth of the primordials, the time that's been here since the dawn. And we arrive towards a Bloodvine tavern. Coincidentally, outside of this tavern is a Sylvian, a friend who left you at Streets, panicked, just arriving before seeing each other again. Ramya to your side. She kind of, I'd say, notices the feeling of wanting to talk, wanting to make sure that the person you met is okay, not stressed. Sylvian in his way kind of barges more into the Bloodvine Tavern. This is a place of quietness. I would say, despite the amazingness of Umont, the quietness, kind of battles against it in the air, something that you're not used to, the sudden tension that has risen from this whole place, and to what you are meant to have a relaxed walk to this tavern, meeting people as Ramya normally would, this greeting, telling people the stories of Ulcer has suddenly become a quiet walk of having Bright Singers by her side, having you there and not saying a single word. As you come to the Bloodvine Tavern, Sylvian already barging inside, sitting off with an individual that you don't exactly know, but he sure does. The body language being solemn, being quiet, more people when they're not comfortable in their way. Ancient songs being played here of a tune that you would recognize under the name of an artist called Prophesized, playing by bards. Many of them in there, individuals, I'd say 2 other people sat in there with you 2 tops, watching as they clasp their ales. This Bloodvine Tavern is acting very differently. An individual at the bar, an elven man in his way, older, more buff to what he should be at his age, looks. You can tell this man is a thief. Absolutely, by his bloody language that he's doing and saying, the way his torch is being carried in his hand, placing it up on the wall. Finally, noticing Ramya, giving her a nod, not really saying much. She looks upon Mugsy, kind of accepting him. Sylvian goes and finally sits down with Thomas, and a conversation sparks, and the body language and the insight of it is not good. two of the individuals watching you as Rami goes up to him. One of the gentlemen's in the side clenches a ale in his hand. A more plump elven male has a tuft of red and grey hair, as well as long as a beard that goes down in one piece. It looks almost like a half goatee. Stinks of dried beer in here and the scent of rotting wood, and Rami goes up. The final words she speaks amongst this whole journey of silence. Asking for, while I have no coin, I'd offer a wide variety of gifts to Muggsy at the bar after asking for a rum. Not with much hesitation at all, like these two know each other, like they know the deal that's going down. And whilst that happens, she guides Nova backwards, and you see Muggsy take you to a room of ales and a back storage cupboard with shelves of various bottles of liquor, wine, and many other alcoholic beverages. And there's this small lever in one corner of the room, and he pulls it and says, when it opens, leading this 40 feet stairwell down, Remya, we need to talk. And we'll leave the session there. Welcome to the Bloodvine Tavern, boys. I was very, very tempted to leave it on the Basilisk, but we'll leave it on the introduction of the Bloodvine Tavern, a notorious thieves guild within the land of Umont. And for next session, the first thing we will be introduced onto is Sylvian having his conversation with a certain Thomas. I'll see you next week.
Definitely.
Bye bye.